we pulled in this morning, went inside and met everybody, man. Everybody's really cool, you know, and everybody very down to earth. You know, I met the old guy with the guitars. Yeah, he was cool. He showed me all the skateboard guitar, all the slide guitars, you know. So yeah, I mean, we couldn't end in a better note because this is the last show of this tour, of this part of the Nailbomb. We might do some more Nailbomb later, but of this leg of the tour, this was the last show. We have another tour coming, starting in 2 weeks with Nile, but it doesn't come on this side, you know. I mean, Phoenix is probably the closest to here, but yeah, man, I love the whole culture, the whole Navajo culture. You know, I've always been really influenced by it. In fact, we have real good friends like Fred Davis, the president, you know, very nice guy, man.
Yes,
very nice guy, very, very cool. Knows about Sepultura. I mean, I've been to a couple couple shows, couple jams there with the Ethnic Generation. You know, I play with them, play some Sepultura covers, some Soulfly covers, Canyon Jam, you know. And then there's one, last time we were there, they did a ceremony and they, you know, blessed my whole family, which was really cool, you know. And it first started in Prophecies, like the first time because we did the video there on the Valley, yeah. Yes. And the dancers were all Navajos from Fred Davis arranged it, you know, and the video came out great. I love the Prophecy video. Yep. One of my favorite videos, you know. It's got Dave Allison in it, you know, so cool, and the images are great. I think the director really captured Monument Valley in a great way, you know. But yeah, man, I mean, you can't go wrong with a crowd like that tonight, you know. They were so excited, man, you know. And Nailbomb, you know, it's kind of underground, you know. It was never meant to be big, you know. It was never meant to be popular or a huge record. In fact, when it came out, it was around the same time I was doing Chaos AD. The label kind of like on purpose didn't really promote Nailbomb. You know, it was very, very little promotion. They made a poster of me and Alex with blindfolds, and that was it. Because they didn't want it to hurt Chaos AD, you know. But it's cool. Like, I didn't mind. It's an underground record, you know. It's really like a project, like a side project. But it's so fun to see people get into it 25 years later. They still love those songs, you know, and they go crazy, you know. And yeah, having Soulfly playing Nailbomb, it's even cooler. And having my kids on stage there with me, Zion and Igor, that's awesome too, you know. Yeah. Really good. The first thing I remember was like there's some newspaper or some thing that were kind of like condemning the show, and they were like accusing Sacred Reich of being Nazis and Sepultura of being satanic, you know. And then I know something happened during the show. They pulled the plug right in the middle of our set, you know. And one of our crew went down to talk to the cop. And the cop was like, "You're arrested." So he just arrested the guitar tech, Leo. You know, he's dead now. And then Gloria came to talk to the cop to defend Leo. And the guy like, "You say one more word, and I'm gonna arrest you." And she like, "Of course." She said another word. She got arrested too. You know, it was a crazy experience, but it was made it for a legendary show. It was too bad we couldn't play long enough. I think we only did like a couple songs, and then they put the plug. I love to be part either of the Metal Navajo festival they do. Yeah. You know, especially with the new Soulfly, because I end up getting hooked up with Fred, and he got me some musicians. I end up recording them, and it's gonna be on a new Soulfly record. And I use it in a really cool way. I use it on the first song. It's a song called Ritual. And yeah, it blends with the music so good, man. It's so killer. And it was recorded in a hotel room, man. Just like 5 of them just came with a little drum, you know. Yeah. I just had my microphone. Like really homemade recording, you know. but the guy producing my record is really pro. You know, Josh Wilbur. He did like Lamb of God and Gojira, Killer Be Kill. And when he heard it, he's like, oh, I know exactly what to do with this. You just wait, you know. And when he did it, it was like, wow, it's really cool. And then there's a song also which is untitled right now, but it's about there was a murder from a cop from Winslow, and she was a mother, you know, with a baby. And I read the whole article on New Times and really hit me hard, you know. And I like a lot of political songs like Sepultura used to do on Chaos AD, you know, like Manifest about the Brazilian jail riot, you know. So I made a song about that, man. It's really cool. It's really heavy. It's really the lyrics are really powerful, you know. And I think it's like really metal in general. It's very spiritual, you know, and very just like especially the metal I made is very combined with tribal, you know, and Soulfly especially. Nailbomb is a little bit more electronic, industrial, like more hardcore metal. Soulfly, we got the big drum and all the big songs like Primitive, Prophecy, you know. But that's why I wanted to play Eye for an Eye tonight, you know, because I thought the crowd would really appreciate that. Because normally we don't do that. Normally it's just Nailbomb. So tonight I was like, I'm throwing Eye for an Eye, man. They deserve it. Give me something different, you know. We don't really do that every night. It's the last show of the tour. Let's just do it. You know, I convinced them. You know.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. I think the crowd tonight was great. I really love it. Well, I'm still, waiting to be. I was just be baptized or something in the Navajo way tradition. You know, I hope it happens one of these days.
Okay.
I love to come back and play more at the Navajo metal festivals. Either production, you know, it can be, you know, either guys that are doing it. I don't care. Like, I just love to play. I love the energy and the love that Navajo fans have for my music is amazing, you know. It's really cool. And of course you got the connection because I did the stuff for Roots. I went to the tribe in Brazil, you know. So I think they feel that connection with me because of all that stuff, you know. And like tonight, it was so fun, man. You know, I was like smiling the whole show, like just enjoying it, man. You know, like everybody's singing everything and as loud as it gets, you know. So yeah, I want to come back with Soulfly, do a full-on show, man. You know, hopefully it'll be soon, like maybe in the summer.